Hey everybody, it's the Big JB once again for Morning Thunder. How is everyone? Hope you're doing great. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And behind me is the viaduct, the Alaskan Way Viaduct in Seattle. I work in Seattle. Again, those of you who are new to the channel don't know that. And the viaduct is this freeway that is it's kind of crazy. It's two lanes of traffic, but they're one stacked right on top of the other. What could possibly go wrong in an area where there are earthquakes? They are supposed to be replacing this tunnel. No, sorry, they're supposed to be doing a tunnel to replace the viaduct, but that is a long and sordid tale, which I will save for another time, or you can go look up information on it, Bertha in Seattle. That is what they call the drill. It has been a pain. Ooh, also, before I continue, I want to show everybody this fantastic shirt I got from T-Fury, tfury.com. They are awesome. I am not sponsored by them yet. Hopefully somebody out there from T-Fury is watching or gets to see this video. I love their stuff, love it. And I got this. This is the Queen of Blades. But I love the card style. It's got the little king symbol here, right? And then there's the Queen of Blades, Sarah Kerrigan, in her current form, and then how she was before she got taken over by the Swarm. So fun and interesting stuff. Anyway, it's a great shirt. So anyway, to what I wanted to talk about. Now, I know everybody's probably been talking about it, and probably everybody's sick to death of hearing about it, but I want to talk about the shootings yesterday. My Twitter feed blew up with people who are commenting on different things about the shooting. So, you say, hey Josh, you're a Christian. Christians are conservative. Conservatives are anti-gun control. Therefore, you must feel like everybody should have a gun, and you think that everybody should be armed. No, I don't. I don't feel that way at all. I think that it's sort of a, I don't want to say it's a rocky road for me to walk. I know a lot of people who are gun owners. I know a lot of people who enjoy guns. They enjoy hunting. There's a lot of things that are like that that I know, and I don't want to offend them in this video. I don't want them to be upset about that or think that I'm condemning them, because I'm certainly not, and I'm certainly not vying for a loss of civil liberties or anything like that. But I do think that here's what I think. The violence has to stop. It has to stop. We have to do something in this country. I, as a Christian, now don't, ladies who are watching, do not please get up in arms about this. Hear me out. I am pro-life, but I am pro-life in every way. Every way. I am anti-death penalty. I'm anti-abortion. I'm anti-shootings. I do not think that this violence and what's happening in America can or should continue. I mean, obviously it can continue because people have things that are wrong with them, and they make poor decisions, and they do stupid things. So anyway, the violence has to stop. Something has to be done in this country about this. And I don't know what the answer is. I am sick of hearing about people using guns to kill other people in our country. I'm sick of learning that countries like Japan have a total of 2 gun-related deaths a year. This was a few years ago. I can find the stats, anybody who wants it. 2. A whole 2 for the entire country. Now, admittedly, Japan's a much smaller country, so it would probably be more fair to compare it to another state, or even a couple states that rival in terms of population. But it's nowhere near the number of gun deaths in the United States. I mean, it would be akin to, there being 10 gun deaths per state or something like that. And again, that might seem like nothing, but come on, really? Nothing? We have people who are murdering other people using guns. Now, I've heard the argument, nobody gets upset with people who do vehicular manslaughter or anything like that. You don't blame the car for driving into people. Now, and I saw a brilliant response to that is, the next time you see somebody who, apparently the blinds were moved by my discussion. The next time you see somebody who gets in a car and does a mass I don't even know what to call it, a collisioning, I think is what somebody called it online, then we can talk about that. People don't do that. Obviously, people don't drive around and just constantly killing people in their cars. It's not an epidemic like it is in our country, and I think it's fair to say that it's becoming an epidemic. I don't know what's going on. I don't know obviously the hearts of people are disturbed. There are things going on in our country that obviously are dividing people and causing concern. There are people who are mentally unstable. There's a whole variety of things that are going on that can contribute to this. I don't think that should be an excuse. I don't think it should be acceptable. I don't think it should be allowed. I think that people who staunchly hold to the Second Amendment, that gives them the right to own guns, and absolutely refuse to see any other interpretation of that, may be a little misguided on that. I still haven't thought out everything on how I feel about this. I'm a verbal processor, so part of what I'm doing in talking to you is processing my thoughts on this. But my opinion is that there are too many guns, that there are too many high-powered guns, and that too many people are dying because of guns. And there's too easy access to them. And I think that something has to be done about it. Now, I know all the arguments. I know all the arguments for it, for both ways. But I think no matter what, we have to agree that there is something going on in this country with gun-related violence that needs to change. I don't think that arming the population is okay. I don't think that that's a solution. I do like, just checking the time here, I do like something that one of my friends on Facebook said, J.D. Weicker, who is an RPG author and worked at Wizards of the Coast. I do like one of the things that he said. He suggested that it be mandatory for every man, woman, and child to have flak jackets and helmets, and be required on their own expense to wear them all the time, and that there could be government subsidies for people who are low income. Well, that certainly changes things, because once it hits your wallet, then people start taking action, which is jacked up, really seriously messed up. I understand capitalism. I get that, we have a great country, and I get that, there's a lot of freedoms here. But my gosh, so much is motivated by the almighty dollar, as we say. The almighty dollar, which has enslaved our people. Guys, it's ridiculous what's happening in this country with that, and with the attitudes of, that are so pervasive. Something has to be done. And I think JD's suggestion in requiring people to do that is pretty hilarious. It seems ridiculous. It does. But when you think about it, everybody would be protected, but of course it would be at the expense of the taxpayers. They would have to pay for it themselves. That's definitely an interest. Once everybody starts having to pony up for their own protection, then maybe people will think differently about how this is done. The fact that so much of this seems to be, so much of the gun control issue seems to be motivated by lobbyists, it makes me sick. I hate lobbyists. I hate special interest groups. I hate the fact that they have so much control and power in this country. I think everybody agrees that that's the way that it is, but nobody seems to want to take action. I think a lot of people feel like, I don't even know what to do about it. It's a big issue, folks. It's a real issue. I don't know what we're going to do to overcome that. I do know that I think that we need to have a third political party, beyond just Democrat and Republican. We need to have a third major contender, because then it's not a split, then it's not 50-50. We need to have a third major party that is a participant in what we're doing, instead of it boiling down to Republicans and Democrats and being such a divisive country and such a divisive issue and such divisive politics. It's ludicrous. That's my soapbox for now. It's about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get off of it. I hope I haven't pissed too many people off. My apologies if I did. Again, these are my opinions, just my thought processes today. I'm grieved by what I see on the news, especially with this most recent shooting and it being a pattern, or a seeming pattern to this. And I too am at a loss for words on what to do currently, but then also how we prevent this for the future. So just hear me out, hear my heart in this. Know that I'm not trying to condemn anybody but the stupid politicians and bigwigs, and really just trying to figure out what we should do and what the response should be. So hopefully you stayed this long through the video. If you have, I appreciate you watching, and always thank you for subscribing. If you like the video, don't forget to like in the button below, whichever side of the screen it's on that you're watching me. And I do hope that you will come back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and at TheBigJB on Twitch. You can see the details down in the comments. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.